श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। विश्वं दर्पण दृश्यमान नगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया. So goes the sloka from Adi Shankaracharya's Shankara Dakshinamurti Stotra, which essentially means that the world is like a city seen in a mirror, appearing within but perceived as if it is outside, just like a dream. He who realizes this truth at the time of awakening, that the self alone is the non-dual reality, to that Dakshinamurti, the embodiment of the Guru, I offer my salutations. So this verse is from Dakshinamurti Stotra. So the Vishpam Darpana refers to the idea that the world is an illusion, like a reflection in a mirror. This is the idea with which we are beginning our today's presentation on Arudapada calculation. The Arudapada is essentially a reflection of the true self. The true self could be the Lagna, and the Arudapada would be the reflection of the Lagna, the Aruda Lagna. Similarly, we have for each Bhava a reflection, and we get to the various Arudas, and this need not necessarily be for the Rashi chart. It could be for the multiple charts of divisions that we know of in Vedic astrology. So we thought there was a request from one of our users for another application wherein this input of the Aruda Padas were required for other calculations further on. And therefore we created this Excel to cater to the needs of that program. So I am presenting this part here for your use. So idea here is we again have the DOB input sheet where you can give the name, the date of birth, the time of birth, place is not used, but you can just for your reference, time zone, latitude and longitude. Rest are calculated as before. Then the main sheet is the sheet 1. So you choose the name, you give the chart number. I preferred this way. Whatever the number of charts that you have there in the DOB sheet, each is the row number there. Maybe you can model it differently. You just give the third number, means it will choose the third. So that way I have chosen 2, so it has chosen Abdul Kalam there. So from this it is pulling out from the previous sheet for each body the degree, and then calculates what is the degree within the Rasi, and also calculates the Rasi of all these bodies in various divisions. These are the traditional divisions which are for Rashi chart, Navamsha chart, all the divisions that you know of in Vedic astrology. And I have also included some of the other divisions like say D2, Kashinatha Hora, Parivritti Hora, Somanatha Hora, yes, and all that Uma Sambhu Hora. So you have all those divisions that calculates. You can in fact add such divisions yourself for further requirements if any. So from this table, it erects another table here, which we call I call it the BRDX table. So B is for body, R is for the Rashi, and the DX is the in the divisional house basically. So the DX is the division that you can choose for which you need the Aruda. So you have to, the user can choose multiple divisions here. So you can choose any of these divisions, and the Aruda of that division would be displayed in the final result. So if I choose D10 here, the Aruda of D10 would be displayed here. What this table does, you start with this table. For each of the bodies, it identifies in which house these bodies fall in. And the assumption of a house is each sign is considered a bhava here. So this is the major assumption that we do here. We don't go by the longitude of each of the bodies. We don't go by house divisions based upon longitude and all. We just take, if a body like Saturn is here, Saturn is in Leo in the first house here. That's it. The entire ascendant is taken as the first house here. This is the second house, third house fully. So each sign is a bhava, is an assumption. And additional lordships are given to some of the bhava Taurus, for instance, is ruled by not only Venus, even Moon is taken to rule the, as per the parampara, Moon which gets exalted in Taurus is also a owner for Taurus in one of the paramparas. So we have taken that. In case you don't want that, you have to modify the code inside the VBA code there. I'll tell you how to do that. So for Virgo, not only Mercury, Rahu is also. So Scorpio, not only Mars, Ketu is also a lord. For Pisces, not only Jupiter, Ketu is also considered a lord. So based upon that, these bodies, where they fall in which bhava, and that bhava happens to be what Rasi is what is erected here. Now this is the final result of what we are going to calculate, the Aruda Padas. So the Aruda Padas might be how it is calculated. Let us take an example. So in this case, let us take A4. A4 is ruled by Mars. The fourth lord is Mars. How far is he from his own house? That is the question first to ask. He is 8 houses away from his own house. So again walk 8 houses from where he is. So if we come here, this will be the house. So this will be the A4 when you take Mars as the lord of this house. So A4 is listed here. So the final result, the Aruda Pada of the fourth house. But if you take Ketu as the planet that owns this house, he is away from this house by 10 houses. Again, you have to move 10 houses from where he is. So that will lead to this house. Okay, in case that is exactly opposite to this house, which you have considered, or also are same as this house, then you have to go 10 houses again. 10 houses from where you are landing up. So here you are landed. So again you have to go, and that will be 10 houses from there would be this. So A4A, which I call the additional lordship, Aruda arising from additional lordship, that comes out to be here. This is how the exception rules are to be put in there. Normally, when there is just the opposite or in the same house, the exception rules have to be. These are all taken care by the software. So here I have included two columns. One I called as Aruda, and the other is for the additional. I have to put another term here. It's basically the naming. For naming, I have taken two columns there. So for each bhava from 1 to 12, in any of the divisions that you choose here, it finds the Aruda Pada sign. For yes, I am calling it a sign. So Aruda Pada of the sign. It also finds the Aruda Pada of the sign as per the additional lordship. So how it finds? You got a neat Aruda Pada calculator here. So what does it take into account? It takes the Graha Rasi range as an input, and then it takes which bhava is required. So if you want the 9th bhava, it will be just the number 9 there and this requirement of the DX chart. So there's a beautiful code there. So let us get into how the code is. Maybe if you want to just have a look into the code, I think it is in module 1. Get house slot, no, not that, Aruda Pada. So here I have said each of the houses, see some houses, okay, let us take, okay, this is the Aruda Pada calculator. Okay, here we have, for Scorpio I have put Mars and Ketu as both as slots. Similarly for Taurus I have put Venus and Moon. In case you don't want it, you just remove that. If this is a function, get house slot is actually called by this function. So you both are working together. So in case you want to change the code, you have to just modify it here. So that's for your information. So this is a very useful tool because for any division like say you want D20, you get to know the Aruda Padas based upon all the lordships, and you can interpret it the way you want. Because I have earmarked by this color wherever you see the AL, which is the Aruda Lagna. So this is the additional Aruda Lagna. This is the Aruda Lagna for this case. So if you have another chart, you can verify that and make use of this for further computations. So this is essentially the main output When you put a 0, you get the first lordship. When you put a 1 here, you get the second lordship Aruda. Aruda based upon the second lord. So some houses might have it, some houses might not have it. So if it is not there, it is just a blank. Otherwise, it reports both the Arudas. I will give this Excel file as a downloadable link. Make use of it, give your feedback so that we can produce more quality stuff like this. Thank you.